rankings, already winning their match today. We've also had NG Red over Liquid and Luminosity over Splice. And right now, Cloud9 on the back foot, down 0-1. Lijiang Tower is a place that they've excelled at in the past. They did pick it, obviously, so they're feeling confident moving in here into Game 2 against Code 7.
Again, though, King of the Hill was generally a map that was played out with zero hero limit that most teams have that kind of experience with, and Cloud9 was succeeding in, but now with the 1 hero limit, they might find themselves a little out of sorts here. As you know, we saw in that last map on Hollywood, Code 7 did a fantastic job on their attacking and defensive sides.
We're seeing all the 789 jokes in chat now, finally. saving us the pain of the pun. They figured it out on their own. But we do have, looks like Reaper on both sides, very, very common here for King of the Hill maps in general, not just Lijiang Tower. I do want to point out, Lijiang has essentially 2 entrances into the point. You've got ledge side and courtyard side. Courtyard's pretty safe. It's got a lot of line of sight blockers and things like that when you're attacking in, but the ledge side can be good for surprise attacks. That's kind of the best way to flank, but you can also risk death. Lucio, Farah, both very common here as well, being able to knock people off of those ledges. Roadhog will also come into play sometimes. Harblue, such a good one normally, but he's going to be playing Winston here. As we get engaged here in the middle of the map, it looks like Cloud9 is actually going to be playing a bit reserved while Code 7 brings the fight to them.
Yeah, we do see both teams just teeing off right now. Harblue's going to be the first one to jump in. Immediately falls back as Grego actually boops him back. Like you said, there are 2 main entrances onto the point. Most teams try to avoid on the outside because of the Lucio boops. Surefour in the back is going to get that kill onto Harblue, but Nicholas answers right on back, taking out Reaver. Now the teams are fighting on point. JKW finds the kill onto the bet, but the res does come out on the side of Cloud9 right now. Shake holding on to his for the time being as JKW is the only one down. Teams are still contesting. Cloud9, though, currently have control over the point. They are slowly ticking it up.
They do actually finally complete that capture. Too bad for Code 7. They were right there on the cusp, right in the doorway. Nicholas does fall during his barrage. Of course, when you send out that 2,500 damage, you are frozen in place. Pretty much anybody can just look up and shoot you if you're not actually targeting them. There's the res from Adam, bringing all of Cloud9 back into play. They've already got a quick 20% here, while Code 7, Harblue, is the last person standing. He's going to fall, and they're going to need to regroup. You can see there is actually a Cloud9 player returning to the battle now, waiting. Actually, Grego and Adam going to provide that speed boost for him. Code 7 don't know this, of course. They're all dead, and they're trying to rush back into the fight now. Maybe that was a small window of opportunity, but now all of Cloud9 is together on the point. You can see that Concussive Blast coming out from Nicholas just to try and engage. Doesn't actually knock anyone off the side. There's a sound barrier. Graviton Surge coming out both on the side of Cloud9. Oh, sorry, Grego actually still has a sound barrier. There it is. And the Primal Rage coming out from Tibet. We got a Pulse Bomb landing on JKW. Good pickup for Reaver. Now Joe Meister alone to deal with Tracer. Probably not going to last long either. And he does not. Cloud9 putting their foot down here. They do not want to lose another map, and they're up 60% to 0 just to get started here on Lijiang.
Nicholas getting chased down. Reaver's going to find that pick, getting that straggler. He was out of no man's land. It was going to be very difficult for him to survive, but he does get taken out. So that's going to stagger the spawns for just a little bit. 67, 68 on the board for Cloud9 right now.
Here we go. Code 7 just getting grouped again as they push in. Here comes the Winston and engage from Harblue. Graviton Surge on the side of Code 7. Not catching anyone, unfortunately, as Cloud9 backs way off. Surefour actually scoops 3 kills during that. Twerk, Shake, and Harblue all down. Tibet gets the kill on Tracer. JKW and Joe Meister fall, and that is a team wipe. However briefly it was before Twerk respawned, all 6 were dead on the side of Code 7. So Cloud9 should feel pretty comfortable here. I don't know if anyone's even going to be able to reach the point. Harblue leaps in now with just a few percentage to go. Can the rest of Code 7 get in here in time? No. Nicholas, Harblue both down. The res has to be used immediately. All the rest of the ultimates coming out now. Twerk actually, did he use his Reaper ult? No, that was Surefour actually. And Twerk and Nicholas combining for a couple of kills. Debet and Grego and Adam all dead. Cloud9 has to get out of there, and it looks like Code 7 should be able to flip the point, and they do at 99%. They have to hang on the entire rest of the time. One flip back in Cloud9's favor will give them the round.
Yeah, we do see for the next engagement, it's going to be very close. We do have 3 ultimates that are going to be up in time for the next fight for both teams. Actually, it looks like maybe Reaver might be able to pick up a 4th. That might be the Pulse one, but actually he's going to go down to Harblue there. So now they've got to wait, Cloud9 does. But they do have 99 on the board. 1 team fight. If they can get the wipe, they should be able to take this first point.
looking for that engagement, basically just waiting for everyone to be ready. Surefour gonna actually be waiting for those tanks to move in. Reaver actually very bravely jumping out as Tracer, doesn't have any targets. Torque comes out immediately with the Death Blossom, but the Winston Shield protects everybody except for Adam. That's pretty terrible for Cloud9. Reaver goes down now as well. Code 7 up to 40%. It looks like they're gonna hang on for another 15 or 20.
Yeah, Cloud9 being forced back into their spawn. It's just Kai and Adam alive right now. Adam's got to be careful. He might be able to get picked off, but actually, Mercy's going to be there to top him off, and he'll be fine for now. 54% on the board for Code 7. They've turned this around.
60% now. Here comes Graviton Surges on both sides, catching lots of members of both teams. Sound Barrier actually comes out. Actually, no, Grego died before he could actually drop the beat. Cloud9's melting. Surefour and d.va both falling pretty quickly there. d.va and Reaver actually just barely standing still. Reaver is getting focused down and will die. So Code 7 amazingly took this from a 99-0 now up to 80%. If they can hang on for just one more push, essentially, they're going to take this round.
Yeah, this is off the back of like individual play, like Reaver in the Tracer v Tracer battles just coming out on top. Surefour finding the kill onto JKW. There's no answer for Surefour's Reaper quite yet as Kai finds the kill onto Torque himself. And so now in this 4v5 fight, actually, as the res does come out, we do have the sound barrier coming out. Pulse Bomb does get stuck, but doesn't quite land. Joe Meister does drop to that. Now teams are contesting. Torque in the back with that Death Blossom isn't able to do as much work as he can. Reaver picks him off. So now it's a 5v4 fight in favor of Code 7 on the point right now. Harblue with the Primal Rage is going to start banning people around. He's going to be able to focus down Surefour. It looks like he's onto him. He wants to make sure he's gone because he is the tank killer.
Yeah, he just can't do anything as the rest of Cloud9 streams in. Harblue was kind of off on his own. The rest of Code 7 had been picked off already. Torque already used his Death Blossom, so no way he's going to last. Cloud9, excellent work there. That was a very scrappy fight throughout, and it did end up in their favor. Surefour actually fell off the ledge at the very beginning of that encounter, and they still took the point. So Cloud9 has to feel good about that. Overtime still being extended here just by Joe Meister for a second. Harblue wants to just stay alive. He's actually just going to leap around as much as he can to keep that overtime bar full. Reaper coming in again. Torque at the end of his Wraithwalk is going to die immediately. No way. I've played that Reaper situation way too many times to know that that ends like that every time, and Cloud9 is going to take the first round despite a scary comeback from Code 7.
Yeah, Code 7 was just on the cusp of taking this first point off of Cloud9, but unfortunately, you know, they had no answer for Surefour in that last team fight, and he just went unabated and got off so much damage, took out all the tanks. It was just an easy cleanup for him at that point.
And now we are actually entering my favorite, actually probably my favorite King of the Hill area at all across all three maps is this control room for Lijiang Tower. I used to call it the observatory before they gave it their real names, because you can see it's kind of a planetarium inside here, and it's essentially used to control the big glowing satellite that you see floating above, being projected there in the middle of the room. But I love this area because Pharah just has such a great time in here. You can actually hide among some of the blockers up here in the sky, and they will protect you from damage. So Pharah has a great time on this map. I am surprised, or not surprised, excuse me, to see Pharah's on both sides, Code 7 and Cloud9 engaging now. Harblue, actually d.va, it's been Harblue engaging every time, but this time d.va jumps in and gets immediately melted. So Cloud9 on the back foot right away has to go all the way back essentially to their spawn door, while Code 7 just rushes at them. You can see Surefour up on the high ground ready to start raining justice at a moment's notice.
Yeah, he's been doing a lot of damage. He's already at 67% ult charge, a lot better than his counterpart. Nicholas is only at 25 right now. He is going to get jumped on, and Joe Meister's the one that's going to finish that off, and that's going to be an immediate res coming out from Adam. So we do have the DPS still alive, but Grego's the one that's going to take out Nicholas, and now it looks like Cloud9 just might be able to swing this back in their favor.
Tactical Visor from Reaver ended up being very important. I saw Shake actually trying to fly to Nicholas, and Reaver managed to finish off Shake just with regular soldier shooting straight into the tac visor. So losing their mercy and then taking that huge amount of damage from Reaver definitely just rolled over them like a tide, and Code 7 had nothing they could do about it. 15% apiece now as we engage once again. Harblue first in, aiming for Grego very quickly. Grego, of course, very apt at Lucio, gets out of there in time. Kai somehow killed himself. Normally that's going to be a right-click splash in his own face, just happening to kill him. Here comes Shake with a huge res. That's a play of the game contender right there for members picked up into the sound barrier. We've got d.va trying his best to swat people away off the point so that they can continue to tick up in Cloud9's favor, but it looks like Code 7 still standing pretty well, killing Reaver, killing Adam. d.va now getting low on health as well. Graviton Surge catches several members of Code 7, but not a lot of damage follow-up to go with it. Means they will survive.
Yeah, but Cloud9 still have just enough presence on here to continue to contest. Sure, for the barrage comes out. He finds 2 quick kills. That's the third with that earlier pick onto that Reaper. So now Cloud9 maintaining control over the point. They're at 60 ticks right now.
Crazy stuff there. I don't know how they managed to basically stop Code 7 there. It looked like everything was in their favor, but I got to give credit to d.va just being a Winston and dropping shields, jumping away, dropping shields, jumping away. Managed to stay alive long enough, even though he was surrounded by Code 7, to be able to maintain the point. Graviton Surge comes out, only catches Surefour, but I guess that's enough. The res was popped immediately to bring him back into the fight. Pulse Bomb actually whiffs, and Code 7 losing players now. Torque, Nicholas, Harblue, and Joe Meister all go down. Shake with another big res, but only 4 members standing against Cloud9's 6 members. So I have to think Cloud9 is going to be able to wipe up here. 92% means that if they do come out on top in this engagement, they should take the round. That's not the entire map yet, as this is a best of 5 King of the Hill.
Yeah, Joe and the Tracer have to stay alive back here. It's at 99%. It's ticking down on overtime. Torque has made his way back onto the point. It's going to be a 3v3 as they are battling it out right now. Torque, though, finds a kill. And now we do see that teams are re-engaging on the mid. Soundberry coming out for the side of Cloud9, but Joe Meister's going to pop one of his own. And now Code 7 are going to go ahead and re-engage onto them.
Right now, Torque is who I'm watching, just lighting into those Cloud9 members in the back line. Oh, Graviton Surge catches 4. Is there the follow-up? You can see rockets raining down one at a time. No justice for the flash factor, but it is easily enough. Grego, Surefour, and d.va all getting some kills there. With Nicholas on Tracer falling, that 99% is looking pretty scary, but Code 7 does have control still with that leap in from Harblue and the Primal Rage, keeping it on their side. Kind of insane, actually, how long they've been able to hang on here. Cloud9 almost has it flipped over to their side. You can see that blue progress bar, but Harblue saving the day long enough for Code 7 to get back in here. Now he does need to protect his healer. Joe Meister catches a Pulse Bomb, but manages to stay alive. Big res again. Huge res is coming in from Shake. He's really, really trying to keep everyone alive on Code 7. They're at 50% now.
It's Shake AW left on the point to try and keep it alive for as long as he can. But there we go. Now we're in overtime. 99%. It's ticking down, and it doesn't look like there's anyone close enough to actually contest this. So that's going to be Cloud9 taking the second point. They're 1 point away from tying it up 1-1 in this series.
2-0.
2-0 for Lijiang Tower. Cloud9 in the lead of this map, but still down in the series, mind you, so trying to force that game 3. I'm going to take a look. Our final map in the series would be Gibraltar, right? Let's see. Ban, pick, ban. I can't remember if it was Gibraltar or Kings Row.
It's going to be Kings Row.
Okay. Yes, you're right. Okay, so they would have banned Gibraltar, then Kings Row, then Lijiang. Yeah, so Kings Row will be our third and final map if Cloud9 can hang on here. Otherwise, Code 7 need to win 3 rounds in a row here on Lijiang Tower to prevent that third map from even being played. Doors are open now. Looks like we've got 2 tanks on either side, Winston and Zarya. Actually, almost mirror compositions here, except no Pharah for the side of Cloud9. Nicholas is going to stay on that. Cloud9 is going to have Surefour on Reaper this time around.
And we do see the teams engaging here in the midpoint as currently Code 7 have been pushed back just a little bit as Cloud9 have controlled mid. Reaver finds the kill onto Harblue, so now it's a 5v6 in favor of Cloud9. They're trying to contest over here as the point does get unlocked. Reaver finds another kill. That's going to be Nicholas falling down. That's the DPS on the side of Code 7 going down. d.va finds a kill onto JKW and second one onto Torque, and that's going to be an easy point for Cloud9.
Yeah, we were saying before this map even started, Cloud9 were basically the kings of King of the Hill, and this is kind of the last place I would want to see them, and it made sense, of course, to me that Kai chose it instantly after losing that first game. So Cloud9 still showing that they know what they're doing here on these King of the Hill maps. Code 7 just needs to try to get it together here, time their ultimates properly. Torque, Joe Meister, and JKW all falling very quickly there. But the res again from Shake, who's res probably 45 plus characters over the course of this King of the Hill, bringing everyone back into play just to die again. Shake and Torque down. Not going to be able to overpower Cloud9 this time around.
Yeah. Surefour was right on top of them after that resurrection with the Death Blossom and was just easily able to clean up. We do have Nicholas on that Tracer trying to go into the back line, try to draw out those forces. He's going to join up with his team very soon as they try to push back in.
Here comes the leap from Harblue. I always feel like it's so early, but they do get the kill on Surefour. They just have to pick their targets. Graviton Surge, Sound Barriers coming out every which way. Jomeister, Torque, and JKW looks like they will survive. No, JKW gonna fall to Tibet. Surefour back in the fight now, able to just dish out tons of damage with that Mercy Tail. Adam keeping him alive. Shake doing the same thing with Torque. Even though Nicholas was on that Pharah earlier, he's now over onto Tracer, while Torque just tries to do his best Reaper work that he can. Harblue off in no man's land, actually opting to stay alive and just distract rather than dying instantly to rejoin his team, as you'll often see. But if he dies back here, that's not going to be good for Code 7 to try and re-engage. Yeah, he's down now, and it's going to be 5v6 for a while.
Yeah, it's going to be down to the wire here as Cloud9, 85% on the board, but they're still going to go ahead and engage. Code 7 is in this 5v6. We do have Surefour with that Death Blossom coming out. Isn't able to clean anything up, and it's going to be Reaver, though, getting 3 kills. The res does come out from Shake. Immediately, he's going to fall to the bet, but they're going to be able to contest this point for now.
So many deaths of Code 7 just instantly reversed by Shake. He's doing an amazing job, even though he does die instantly. After every single one of them, Code 7 look like they are going to flip the point again at 99-0, showing a little bit of gumption here, trying to stay in this match. Oh, the Graviton Surge, easily the death sentence there for Jomeister and Torque. And who's that flying in? It's Shake once again, but he did not have a res available. No one to heal there. Is going to fall instantly, but I think that's just to try and rejoin the team. The round is over. The game is over. Cloud9 takes this one on Lijiang Tower, and it's going to be 1-1 series score moving into, what did we say, King's Row for game number 3.
Yeah, King's Row is going to be the final map in this match between Cloud9 and Code 7. Code 7 taking Hollywood, but it was Cloud9 who were able to 3-0. Oh, Surefour getting the knockoff onto the bet there. That was actually pretty comical to see. And then Force of Justice comes in. He picks up 2 quick kills there. Fantastic job coming out from Surefour this entire map. He's been doing work on the Pharah, on the Reaper, just completely filling his role as the DPS.
Look at Tibet's stat, 48 objective kills in 3 rounds, 72 limbs. That's 24 limbs per per round there. Pretty solid Winston play, if I'm honest.